Hello guys. I hope you all are doing great. Welcome to our YouTube channel. In our last part of Python course, we have learned how to install VS Code, Python, and we have run our first code. And today we are going to learn about what is variable and value is. So let us continue with our lecture. So let us first understand what is a variable. A variable is like a container, mm, is like a label of a container and value which is actually stored in it, whatever is stored in it. So when we need to such as this, as you can see, we are going to write it name equals to Alex. So it is basically means the Alex is actually assigned in uh, name. So if there's a container naming names, and so inside it is Alex. So this is it, and while equals to this equals to means it is assigning operator, which is actually assigning the Alex is it is defined as Alex is actually assigned in a name. So so this is it. First we are going to, so let us first understand the in VS Code. This, we will name file the very variable dot py. So we will name such as name equals uh, John is assigned in so John is actually assigned in name. So if we are going to print 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 name, after that it is, as you can see, it is given the value John. You can assign many different types of values such as age, age equals to 24, and after that we can also print print a print age, age. So as you can see, it is printed age, and after that the variable. So variable is a name of memory location used to store data in Python programming. It is act like a container that holds a value which can be changed during program execution. The variable makes it easy to store, access, and multiple data without rewriting the values multiple times. A real life example, as you can see, it is written. The label is like a in a label box. The label is like a variable name. An item inside in the box is value. Such a box name, a label is name, and inside it is Shivam, you can whenever you are going to call name, the Python is going to retrieve whatever inside in it, such as Shivam, and going to give the value. Python works on interpreted language, such as that means it is going to work line by line. So when we going to name equals to name John and Lex. So it is going to be print name when you going to print name. So after that, it is going to change the name of. So whenever the last icon is going to call the last value assigned value for name. So last assigned value for name is actually Alex, not the John. So you need to remember that. After that, this is the syntax. While for assigning the name in variable name, assigning the value in variable name. Why do we use variable? We use variable to store data for later use. It is easy to reuse without rewriting them, makes program easier to read and maintain, allowing values to change during program execution. Variable declaration. So variable declaration is a process of creating a variable and assigning value to in it. In variable in Python, we do not need to specify the data type. Python automatically determines the data type based on the assigned value. So, such as variable name is the name of the variable equals to is a assignment operator and value is data stored in the variable. So whatever the data is going to be, it is going to assign in name, in variable name. You can check like this and change of variable. A variable can be updated at any time. It is going to be updated. There's a rule for naming variables. First, must start with letter or underscore. You cannot write the you would always you cannot start with names, numbers, or any other special character like this. This is not. This is going to be give an error such as this. As you can see, it is going to give syntax error. After and second thing you need to remember is the variable name can only contain letter, number, and underscore. And variable name can only contain letter, number, and underscore. And third thing you need to remember, variable you cannot use space. So for such as uh, name, student name is actually it is wrong. What you need to do is for a space you need to give underscore. So it is not going to be error. It does not support Python does not support name space spacing. Variable names are case sensitive, such as is smaller starting with small letter and capital letter are two different variables. It is not the same, and you cannot use the built-in key Python keywords such as if class as variable names. And this is the summary you need to remember. So basically it is for naming variable you need to remember variable can only start with letter or underscore, and variable name only going to contain underscore, letters and numbers, and not going to be any other. Variable name cannot have space, and it is case sensitive. Both are different. Both types of ages are different, and you cannot use built-in functions such as if, classes, and many other built-in functions. So name conservation. There are different types of name conservation which is recommended. It is not actually this is not actually import. You need to remember this is you need to remember while naming the case. This is actually recommended. Uh, if First is snake case. Words are written in lowercase and separated by underscore. As whenever you need to give the space, uh, in case of that, you can actually give the underscore, so you don't. It is not going to error. Second is camel case. So such as student and name is, so it is going to continue. You don't need to give underscore or anything else. In partial cases, each word start with capital letter such as student name and like this. And in camel case, the first word start with lowercase and each word started with capital letters. uh, Snake case is commonly recommended naming style in Python. And camel case is commonly used in JavaScript and Java. And Pascal case is used for naming the classes. We will understand what the class is afterward in other lecture. And this is it. There are you can also assign multiple values in multiple variable in single line, such as like this. And you can, and I'm going to comment it. And as you can see, it is going to run Alex. Multiple variables are actually what you need to actually remember. Whatever it is only going to assign by as numbering name. Alex is going to assign in name, and 19 is only going to assign in uh, age. So if you actually change the numbering, it is going to assign differently, such as like this. As you can see, for the name part, it is printed Alex, but for the age part, in age, the London is assigned, so it is going to print London, not 90. So you need to remember this. So second is multiple multiple. Uh, Second is multiple are going to be assigned in same line. You can assign 100 in multiple variable using like this uh, variable x, and it is going to be print in all the three cases. It is going to print 100. Third is swapping. For swapping the value of swapping the value of this. It is going to swap the value of A for A, it is printed 20, and for B, it is printed. So like this, you can actually swap the values which is assigned in variable name, and the advantages are reduce the number of lines of code and other things. Introduction of data types. So let us understand what the data types is actually is. So so data types is specific types of data that variable can store. It helps Python understand how to store and process and manipulate after different kinds of values. In Python, you do not need to declare data types. The Python automatically determines the data type based on assigned value to the variable. The feature is called dynamic typing. Why do we need data types to store different kinds of data to perform correct operations on data, prevent invalid operations and error? Example such as age, such as for integer value, we, it is going to be integer. For such as decimal values, it is going to be float, and for characters, it is going to be string, and for true or false, it is going to be value boolean. So for numeric, there's a data float and complex types, and for text, it is string, and for boolean is for true and false. So for sequence, list, tuple, range. So let us understand what it is. The It is only overview. We will understand what it is in after parts. So let us first go with what is the integer. Integer is whole number without a decimal point. It can be positive, negative, or zero. So an integer can be anything, any number without the decimal point, uh, such as, so first I will pick integer dot py. So for integer such as a equals to 716. So if we are going to print 16, print A, it is going to give the value 16. So before that, first you need to remember the built-in data. There's also a built-in data type, like type. So let us understand what type is. Uh, Print print type. So see, if we are going to run it like that, it is going to give the type of whatever inside value is. So as you can see, 16 is integer. So it is going to give integer. So we can actually use it to check whatever inside it. So after, if we are going to like this and try it to type, so it is going to check whatever the variable uh, inside is assigned. 16 is actually assigned. It is going to call whatever in it and check the type of it. So it is actually int. As you can see, it is int. So there an integer is a whole number. So this is And after that, let us go with float. So let us understand what the float is. The float is a number that contains decimal points. It can be like this, such as if the float is actually the number which is in points, such as b equals to 5.6789, whatever it is. So if we are going to print t type b, it is going to give output as float. So for the for any kind of decimal which is stored, it is going to be float, and for integer, it is going to be integer. In complex, there is also the complex number contain the real part and imaginary part. The imaginary part is represented using ij, and this is the numeric type. After that, you can also check such as print. So whatever, as you can see, this is complex. And after that, let us see what the string is. So a string is a sequence of character includes a single or double quote. So string is used to store text such as name, address, message. A string, creating a string, uh, so for a string, so dot keyword, let us go with string. So let us understand what the string is. So whenever we need to assign the characters, we cannot actually assign in integer. So we are going to assign in string. So such as name is, and we can actually assign in double quote or single quote name ln, and after if we print the type. So if we can print the type, uh, you can see the type is actually string, and you can also assign multiple string using multiple line double, such as such as okay. So in message we have assigned the value, stored the value. Welcome to the Python programming. So if we are going to run it, it is going to run. As you can see, the line is actually run. So this is multi-line string, and this is how the we can check the data type using the type. Mm, So third is Boolean. So Boolean is the data type representing one of two possibilities value. It is going to be true or false. Boolean is commonly used in decision making and comparison and condition statement. So for the data such as if A equals to true, it is and it is going to be. Uh, I, I, so after we run it, it is going to give boolean, and you also need to remember A equals to true and B equals to true. So as you see, the A equals to 2 is going to be boolean, but when it is in double inverted comma or single inverted comma, it is not going to be a boolean, it is going to be a string because any character within, which is in single or in double inverted comma is going to be a string as you can see. So do not confuse it. After that, we are going to check data types of Boolean, and there's also Boolean is actually comparison with it is also a comparison such as if we are going to check the data type. The comparison of Boolean is actually from comparison operator run Boolean in Boolean values such as if we are going to print 3 is 4 is less than 5, it is going to be true. So it is value of comparison is also going to be a boolean. You check it using the type function. As you can see, it is boolean. So after that, the characters of boolean have only two values, true or false, used in comparison and decision making. And true and false are case sensitive. It is so you need to remember, such as while giving a and in double inverted comma, and without double inverted comma is actually different. So after that, we are going to learn about the collection of data types. Collection of data types are used to store multiple values in single variable. Python provides such built-in collection data types. There's namely four main collection data types: list, tuple, sets, and dictionary. So first, let us understand what the list is. List is collection used to store multiple items in single variable. Lists are one of the most commonly used data type in Python. Lists are ordered. The item has defined order. It is changeable and mutable. It can be modified or created or deleted or removed and allow duplicate value. A list can actually allow multiple same values in series, and so this example you can say such as foods multiple first you need to know list dot py so such as multiple as you can see apple banana and mango is actually assigned in fruit. So multiple string value actually assigned in single fruit. So if we are going to print li- print Going to, it is going to run as it is going to print all the number of rows, and we can also check its type, such as print type uh, of row. And after we run it, we can actually see that the type of the this is this variable's type is actually list. So list is basically a mutable. We can actually change in it. So how we can actually change it? We can see it after lectures, after parts, part in different parts, and this is only the basic which we want to understand. List is it is stored multiple items in one variable. It created using this bracket. List is actually created using bigger bracket, and uh, it is ordered and changeable. And it allows duplicate value moves. More details will be covered in detail lesson on list. So let us go. Second is tuple. Tuple is collection used to store multiple items in single variable. Tuples are similar to list, but they cannot be changed after they are created. So tuples are ordered, unchangeable, immutable, and allow duplicates value. Tuples are created using parentheses and list are created using square brackets, and tuple are created using parentheses such as bracket like this. And so let us go. Let us understand what the tuple is. Tuple. Let us what the tuple is. Tuple is basically is also a like string, but when after it is created, we cannot change the tuple. If we need to change it, we need to change the whole tuple. So we can actually, as you can see, and it is defined as curly bracket using curly parenthesis bracket such as this, and and, and you can see the what this means. It is also going to be print, and you can also check the and type, and as you can see, the type of it is actually tuple. After that, after the list and tuple, we will see uh, what you need to remember in tuple is it store multiple items in one variable. It create using parentheses, ordered and unchangeable, and allow multiple values. We can also learn about tuple in detail in other lectures. And let us go with let us learn what the set is. Set is collection of used a set is a collection used to store multiple unique items in single variable. Sets are unordered and item it do not have fixed order, unchangeable and unchangeable and do not allow duplicate value. So let us create first set dot py and for set as we set is and, and after it is really going to be like this and after so let us understand what actually is set. So set is basically a collection of data, a collection of multiple values such as apple. We cannot change as you can see, the set is not going to give is a collection of set is collection used to store multiple unique item. It is not going to give as such as same item. You cannot store duplicate values such as like you cannot store apple in double. It is going to give different values such as apple is only going to appear here one time, mango and banana. So the set also going to print. It is not going to be in order. So it is not going to print in order such as which we actually assign in it. So there might be different every time you run the code. As you can see, apple, mango, banana, banana, apple, mango, and every time you run the code, it is going to be different, and it is going to be in random. Note order of items in set may be different each time you run the program. Duplicate values set is not going to print duplicate values and it is not going to store. Check the data type and this is it and look and it can be stored using curly bracket such as after that you can also check the empties this is so let us understand. So for string if we for string any kinds of in double inverted comma it is going to be string even if it is empty. Even if it is empty, it is going to be in an empty string. As you can see, it is going to print string, and you can also see in list for list square brackets and it is going to print list, and for tuple you for parenthesis bracket, and as you can see tuple. But for set empty set, while writing empty set you need to remember how to write an if you are only going to curly give curly bracket, it is not going to be a set, it is going to be a dictionary, because both are actually give assigned using curly both are both uses curly bracket. So curly bracket is actually assigned to dictionary. So for empty set you need to give comma. No. For empty set, you need to remember how for set uh, for such to write it like set, and this is going to be an empty set. As you can see, you cannot for any kinds of empty set you cannot write like curly bracket. After that, we after that we can see we will set is store multiple unique items in one variable. It is created using curly bracket, unordered collection, and duplicates values are not allowed. More details will be covered in detail lesson on set. So let us go with dictionary. Dictionary is collection used to store data types in key value pair. Each key is unique and used to access its corresponding value. Dictionary are ordered, changeable, and do not allow duplicate key. So in dictionary, first is every key. As you can see, the every key it's a collection of key value pair. So every pair has every key has a value. But every value has a key, but every key does not actually compulsory to have a value, such as like place and trend and dictionary. And after we run it, it is going to give such every key value pair, such as name, age, course. See, um, sorry, every key and pair value it is going to be assigned. It is going to be in key value pair, and as you can see, the type of dictionary, its type is type. This type is dictionary. So dictionary is ordered, changeable, and does not allow duplicate key values. The key values such as name, age is only going to be one. It does not allow duplicate value. Check the data. We will keep we and it is created using curly bracket and it is ordered and changeable. More details will be covered in uh, detailed lesson on dictionary. Checking the data type, you can check the data type using type built-in function type and other. And this is the overall basic data type. And now we will learn type conversion. We can type conversion and uh, conversion dot even. You can change the data. So let us understand what the type conversion is. Type conversion is process of converting a data from one data to another data type. Python provides built-in function to perform type conversion. You can actually convert multiple types, you can convert multiple different types of data types in different data types, such as you can convert uh, is typing conversion. So you can as you can see the code for the type conversion. As you can see, the 100 is actually in double inverted comma, but if we for type conversion, the function there's a built-in function which actually convert in such as if you need to convert in integer, you need to int. You need to type int bracket and in it whatever it is, such as like this x equals to 100, which is actually string, but after running it, it is going to be converted into integer, and we can also check its type, and it is going to be such as like this. As you can see, the its type after converting its type is going to change into int. But you need to remember it is only going to change into int which is possible, such as if you are going to write x equals to a, it is not going to convert a in a because the character is not going to convert. And if you are going to write such as 100.34, it is as you can see, it is also going to give error because it cannot be converted into a string is only going to convert into a integer when the value inside is only integer. So that's how to convert in integer. You can also convert float in integer, such as like this, such as if you are going to convert 100.2357 and run it, you can see it is also going to convert into integer, but it's going to be missing its decimal part. So in it, it was float, but after coming, it's converted into integer. After that, let us see how we are going to convert. As you can see, oh, it is also good. The true value is actually assigned is one, and true Boolean is also converted into integer, the true value, and it is actually one, and for false it is going to be zero, and for false it is going to be zero. After that, let us understand how to convert it into float. We can convert it into float just like string. uh, So for you can also convert it into integer. As you can see, with the string value is actually converted into float if it is possible, and it is actually converted into float. If we are going to remove it, as you can see, it is still going to convert it into float by giving a here decimal point. So this is how you actually going to convert any this types of into float. So let us see how to convert it into string. For string, we just like that we uses built-in data types str. You can convert multiple any other numeric data types into string, and let us see how to convert it into Boolean. So 1 and 0, as I explained, 1 and 0 is actually can be converted into Boolean, except for other. It can except for other the value in string, uh, as you can only, only 1 and 0 can be converted into Boolean, whether it's string, integer, or integer. So you can check the data type using type data. Uh, Here we choose the int float, for string use str, and for boolean use bool. For type conversion and use the type using to verify it, use the type. After that, let us go with input function. Let us understand what the input function is. Input function is used to accept input for user during program execution. It allows the user to enter data using the keyboard. By default, the input function returns the value as string, and such as so. First, we are going to create a file into the py. After that, let us see what the input function is. Input function is basically a built-in function which is used to let us enter, such as if whatever we are going to enter in it, it is going to print, and we can write in it afterwards, such as and I have given here enter your name. Also, after I write Harry and click the enter, it is going to store in name, and afterwards it is going to print or do any other code which is actually you also need to remember whatever using the input function, uh, the type which is as you can see its type is whatever it is going to be, its type is actually going to be in string. You can also convert it using the conversion method, just like we have understand how to convert string. It's just like this. Uh, Let us write age, interior, age. After that, print age, print type age. As you can see, using the as you can see, the first one is actually string because I have not converted into any other data type. But as for the second one, uh, uh, And uh, as for the as for the second one, it is going to be an int because age is actually converted into integer. So this is the input function. You can also take the input and print it or do any other thing. The common error which is actually occur is syntax or name error and other types. This is the practice programming which you need to try. You write the Python program to store your name in variable and print it, and this is other which you need to do as practice. And in this lecture, you have learned the fundamentals of variables and data types in Python. In next lecture, we are going to see the the Python operator. So I'm going to give all in GitHub, all the those code in GitHub, and going to give it to you. And as for the PDF, also going to add in description. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to like the video and subscribe the channel and share it with other who wants to learn Python. Uh, Thank you for watching this video.